Blessings. I hope all is well on you guys in today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And today, your girl is going to be talking to her dad. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation. So let's see what the conversation is going to be about. You can introduce yourself.
Yes, sure, of course. My name is Jamal Amin Abdul-Musawwir, formerly DaDdY Coleman. I was born in 1952. I'm a Muslim. I became Muslim in 1975. I want to explain what name means. Jamal means beauty, beauty and wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Amin means dependable and trustworthy and reliable. And Abdul-Musawwir means servant of the designer or servant of the fashioner. And I want to say that between 1970 and 1975, I went through many good changes in that short time period. I have a list of changes I've been through, good changes, matter of fact. In 1970, I graduated from John McDonald High School in May of 1970. Also, that same year, September of 1970, I started college at LSUNO. At that time, it was called LSUNO. Today, it's called UNO, University of New Orleans. And in 1971, I received a draft notice from the military. So, since I was a student, they was giving me a chance to join either five of the branches at Air Force, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, and one more. I forget the fifth one. But anyway, I decided to join the Air Force. So in April of 1972, I was shipped off to San Antonio, Alaska Air Force Base in San Antonio in 1972. Also, this was in April of 1972. Also, that same year, August 1972, I married. My wife's name Leslie Teresa Givens in
My mother.
1972. In 1973, I just stayed in the military only for 8 months. Uh, I received a medical discharge, an honorable medical discharge, because my wife was ill. That was in January of 1973. 1974, November 18, 1974, my beautiful daughter April was born. Just until all these good things happening. And also in 1975, I decided to make a commitment to God by becoming a Muslim. And that was like November 1975. Fast forward to right here and now, over the years, between 73 and a couple of years ago, I was doing construction work with my families. I have a brother who's a general contractor, Philip Coleman, and uncle who's also a general contractor, Arthur Price. Between the two of them, I work as a painter. Also, during that time period, I was a writer, a part-time writer. I decided to make that decision in 1976 when the leader of our spiritual community, Imam Wardi Muhammad, he told us that we need some writers in our community. So I said, let me become a writer because I kind of like to write in a way. So in the 1980s, I took a correspondence course in journalism. And the name of the, I got that stuff written down. I won't forget. The name of the school was Newspaper Institute of America. I was in New York, so we got correspondence. We didn't have email in those days. We didn't have computer technology as much as we have today. So we took our business through the mail. It's a snail mail, they call it. So also in 1990s, I took another correspondence course. This course is called Creative Writing for Children and Teenagers. This course shows you how to write short stories for children and teenagers to inspire the children and teenagers. And this school was located in Redding, Connecticut. Redding. Sounds like a small town somewhere in Connecticut. Also, during this time period, I wrote articles for the Muslim Journal. I wasn't regular, but from time to time, I submit articles to the Muslim Journal newspaper. And now in April, I'd like to say this. If you have any questions or comment, anything that I said, we can go back and that's only if you can think of any questions or have any questions or comments.
I wanted to ask, you became Muslim in 1975.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, was that something you was always interested in, becoming Muslim, or is just something you was learning as you go? You just was how you learned about Muslim?
Okay. That's a good question. How I learned about Muslim? Tell you this. Okay, 1965. I'm saying 1965. Probably before that because he was killed in 1965. Maybe say 1963. We used to get magazines in the mail, look magazines.
Oh, okay.
Going beyond. So I used to, we used to read the magazines, and I saw a picture of Malcolm X, and so I started reading an article about him. Now before I saw this article, I used to hear about black Muslims, black Muslims this, black Muslim that. I thought this group was something like the Black Panthers.
Okay.
And but I just I wanted to know by myself, and I did my own investigation, read an article, read some positive things that Malcolm X did.
Okay.
And at the same time, I was in school, but over the years, I see the brothers in the streets selling Muhammad Speaks newspaper. Now, in those days, the paper was on 25 cents. Yeah.
How much are they today?
About $2, I think.
Wow. Okay.
Right. So I started reading the paper. Usually to Uncle Luke one, Uncle Frank three was used to discuss about Muslim. So we started going to the temple every week. We got to know some of the brothers. So, yeah, so we became friends with them.
And how old were you?
When what?
When y'all was going to the temple and everything?
We were in our teens, late teens.
Teenagers.
Teenagers. Right. We're pretty young teenagers, and also so checking out the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They answer a lot of questions that we used to wonder about growing up as children. And I became very curious, and these brothers became very intelligent, clean dressing, everything. Very good character, everything. I was attracted to that. That's wow. So now, in my heart, I knew at that time. In my heart, I knew that I was one day become Muslim. I just don't know when, and know how.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, all this stuff was happening between 1970 and 75. I went in the military. I went to college, everything. And then when I came out in 73, I went back to the temple. To get more information. They make touch base with them again. I was cut off from them.
Okay.
Right. So and then 1975, Luke and me, Uncle Lou, myself, we tried to commit ourselves, to the teachings. It's based on truth. Islam is just true. It's just true. It's not some man-made religion. It's a natural religion for the human family of the planet Earth. Yeah, so it's something that is in us already. And it said, the heart knows the truth. And so the mind, we could tell, and the mind be confused, it might be tripping, but the heart knows what's right, what's wrong already. The heart can recognize the truth. And when we started telling this to his grandmother, and Wardi Muhammad became the leader of the Nation of Islam, 1975, we was telling your grandmother what we learned. And your grandmother said, that sound more like it. Sound like more like the truth. And that's what she meant. That sound more like it. But she's new, and the heart too, the truth is, Yeah.
So, well, that's something how you say it's about our minds. Our minds play tricks on us.
Yes, it does.
It does. Our mind is like a battlefield. I know that. We have hundreds of thoughts in less than a minute, all kind of thoughts. Because I know I'm always saying, it's all about the mindset. Get your mind right, you know. And so it's like you said, it's all about the heart, you know, our heart.
The heart.
And but yeah,
If our heart is right, the mind can be right.
yeah, it's like, yeah, that's true because our minds is just like they have you thinking one way, and it's not even like that, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it is a battlefield. Our mind is a battlefield. So
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
and that's the problem. We all got good hearts, but our minds is the problem. And that's what they did in slavery. They put a whole lot of falsehood in our minds.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, uh,
Yeah.
yes. So, and I also said, that you have any questions about my writing career? Because you are really helping me to motivate me to get back to my writing.
Yeah. I remember you used to write children books and
You remember?
yeah, I remember that.
Okay, good. What happened? I didn't say this, but what happened to my writing material? I lost a lot of writing material in the flood, and
Oh,
the hurricane and
Katrina.
Katrina flood.
Katrina.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. When I was not 19, 2006. Yes, the storm came 2005. We came back home in 2006,
Mhm.
and the house was all messed up. I
Mhm.
look at my writing material. I said, "Wow!" I have wrote a book of poems,
Mhm.
and I lost all my poetry. Yeah.
Oh,
So at that time,
yeah.
I said, I got to start all over again from scratch.
Mhm.
So
Do you
from
remember
more
what you
the
wrote
poems.
down, the poems and
In fact,
everything?
I can think about it.
Yeah.
It's in my subconscious mind.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The beautiful poetry and stuff.
Yeah. So another question I have about
Hmm.
what you think about what's going on in the world today?
So
Because I
much going
mean,
on.
I know it's like
Like what?
for it's like from the time you became Muslim in 1975,
That's
and
right.
you know it's things have changed. You know, and
Hmm.
another thing be confusing me about the Muslim,
Hmm.
it's just like all different type of Muslims, and it's
Well, that's a good point because Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was the prophet that came to the earth 500 years after Jesus. He prophesied that the Muslim world will go astray. Before he passed, he said the Muslim world will go astray
mm,
and become victims of materialism and political dominance. So
mm-hmm,
what you see is the Muslim world confused and going astray. Many of them are into materialism, many of them are into political dominance. When I say political dominance, it's from these dictators that
mm-hmm,
we have in some Muslim countries.
mm-hmm,
You know, but that's a good point you made. So God is raising us up, the Afro American in
mm-hmm,
America,
mm-hmm,
with the pure truth,
mm-hmm,
the truth that Prophet Muhammad taught, the truth that Jesus taught. All the prophets
mm-hmm,
taught pure truth.
mm-hmm.
So we've been blessed with the pure truth this day and time. Because slavery had got rid of that
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and taught us all type of strange. They talk about the mind.
yeah,
They put all kind of crazy ideas in our minds.
yeah.
But
And
it's
that's another thing I'm confused about
mm-hmm,
is the different religions, and you know, like everybody praying to these different gods.
right.
I was thinking that it was only one God,
Yes.
and we everybody, you know, the different religions, and be
Yes.
praying to the different gods, the
Yes.
Buddha, Allah,
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
and you know, it's really
Yeah.
confusing for me. I'm still learning as I go, but you
Yeah.
know,
Well,
I'm
well,
just like it's so confusing to me.
well. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say something else that God says in the Quran. Yes. Uh, the devil he divides us in any way he could think of,
Mhm.
based on skin and color, based on race, based on
Mhm.
nationality, based on religion.
Mhm.
So that's just the way. Or these different denominations
Mhm.
and different sects in the religious world.
Mhm.
All that's divisions.
Yeah.
And like I said, we call God by different names, but God says in the Holy Quran, these are His words. He said it doesn't matter what name you call upon Him,
Mhm.
because all His names are beautiful. So I wipe out saying that, oh, you got to say Allah, or you got to say Jehovah, or you got
Mhm.
to say Jesus.
Mhm.
And God said, wait, bro. All the names are beautiful. All these are my names.
Mhm.
Now in the Bible is used the term all in all.
Mhm.
God says Allah, it means all in all.
Mhm.
Allah and all in all means it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still saying instead of saying all these different names, we say Allah. I mean, include all everything. Include Jesus, Jehovah, include all that. But
Yeah.
you could just say one name.
Yeah.
You say the Creator,
Okay.
or the God. You just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, another question I have is,
Mhm.
how do you feel about having one daughter? I'm the only one and only daughter.
Hey,
How
look.
how do you feel about just having one daughter?
It's not about the quality.
Yeah.
It's about the quantity.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
you make up a
how
whole
do
lot of daughters because of
okay.
your quality character.
Yeah.
Your good character.
Okay.
Yes, see,
Okay. So
yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So
Uh,
okay, so anything else you would like to pinpoint out?
let me see.
Anything else?
Let me say, yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. In the future, uh, you say we're having conversations with your father.
Uh-huh.
In the future, we'll have conversations too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I have a list of topic of discussions based on the articles that I've written. I had the articles written. I've been saving them
Mhm.
for them to be published one day. One day.
Mhm.
And I didn't think it would come out like this, but God's the best knower. And I have a list of 6 articles or subjects to be discussed in the future.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to name these 6 articles or 6 topics for discussion for the future. The first one is Rip Van Winkle as it relates to the African American. The second one is solving the violent crime issue. The third article is establishing faith and moral excellence for the acceleration of human evolution. Number 4, the concept of God as it relates to Jesus, the Christ. And the fifth one, let's remove all detriment. This is a command here. Let's remove all detrimental advertisements and negative influences from the black community now, not tomorrow,
Mhm.
now. And the
Yes.
last one is introducing the freedom plan for the oppressed peoples of the United States of America and the entire world. And so these are going to be future topics for discussion in the future. I don't know how often we'll be able to get this together because you live in
Yeah.
Alabama, I live in Louisiana.
Yeah.
No,
Well, we can
we
FaceTime,
just let that go.
FaceTime, and do it like
Do
that.
like that too.
Yeah, you can do it
Do
like
that
that.
from
So
distance.
so
You know.
yeah. So
So
okay then. Well, that was a conversation of my dad introducing himself and his his background and everything. So if you guys enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe, and a part 2 will be coming. So y'all take care. See something different, do something different, and enjoy the sunshine. Peace.
peace. Assalamu
Peace.
alaikum. Peace. Yeah, very good. Very